Thank you, everyone, joining us here. So just now, I just passed by the stadium downstairs. Thanks for joining us, not the football. Yes. Okay.
How many Real Madrid fans do we have here tonight? Oh, well, a bunch.
Okay, AC Milan? None.
No.
Of course, we are in Madrid. All right, so probably talk about like who are you? Like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, similar as with Robert, I can't do any Spanish, so other than soy Matthias. I work with the Chrome Developer Relations team, as everyone else from Google here is. And I'm currently working for Chrome DevTools.
Me too. I'm also working on Chrome DevTools. That's why today we are going to talk about 4 amazing DevTools updates you will love. So, of course, the title have the words AI. So probably we will be...
Right, we're definitely going to talk about AI, but not just AI. We're also going to highlight some recent additions to DevTools that you can use in your everyday developer lives.
Okay, yeah. So with that, let's start. So our talk is like, we'll show mostly like demo and like fix some issues. So Matthias, I remember you just built a boba tea website here.
Yeah, right, this
So,
one, which
yeah.
I'm excited to show you.
It's supposed to have a drop down that you can choose some bubble tea. Anyone love bubble tea here? Not a big fan? Okay, just 1, 2 hand. Yeah. So basically, you can choose a bubble tea here. So let's click on the drop down.
Okay, this one here.
Yes. Okay.
Hold
Now,
on. This one?
yeah, it's failed. So now the request is failed. So at this point, usually what you would do if like you are going to fix this website, I'm just going to randomly pass a mic.
Because Jess wanted to have some boba, but it's not loading.
Yeah.
Open the DevTools.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Open DevTools. Yeah. Cool. After open DevTools, then where will you go?
Network tab.
Network.
Okay. Network tab. Cool as well. Let's go to the network tab and check. Okay.
Nothing here.
Nothing here. Console. Okay, cool. Go to the console.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch.
Oh, there's a bunch of errors. So the errors is like course policy, no access
That's a
control,
scary
allow
error.
origin. Okay, is this common? Everyone seen this message before? So how will you fix it?
I usually use a proxy.
A
Yes.
proxy.
So you use proxy. The proxy will fix the issue, or you just want to test the issue?
I fix the proxy with, for example, with a dev server,
Yeah.
which has a proxy enabled.
That is good, but we are just front-end
That's
developer.
very advanced.
Yeah, that's cool. But so for this one, let's say a junior developer doesn't know what to do. Are there any ways that we can like get some help?
I mean, a junior developer wouldn't probably even know what's a cause error all about, right?
That's true. Yeah. So what will you do?
Yeah, well, I mean, I would ask them to try one of our latest DevTools features that we just introduced at Google I/O in May this year. Does someone of you know which one it is?
No. Yeah,
But you do.
They did not watch my video. Okay, never mind. Okay, dark mode now. Okay, cool. So there's a new feature in DevTools where when you hover over the console message, you will see like there's a light bulb popping up. So you can click on that and then click on understand this error.
Should I go ahead and click?
Yeah. Okay, so from here, what you can do is that you click continue, and then you can get explanations on what this error is about. So it could be errors and it could be warning as well. So in this case, you will see like it will tell you like what is course error if you want to learn more. And then if you scroll down, it will explain the errors, and then it will show you like some potential solutions as well. So like in this case, you can like even go down furthermore. So in this case, it doesn't. So it shows you like there are some code. So roughly what I can understand is that, scroll up back. I guess in order to fix that, probably we should add a header called access control allow origin, and then add this URL in the in the headers. So this is how we can fix it. But in DevTools, so just now you mentioned you use proxy to fix it. So in DevTools, there's also another feature which you can temporarily override the response headers in order to test if this thing works, if there's some server configuration or some proxy that you need to change. So what you can do is that you can copy the access control allow origin, and
Like
then,
so?
yeah, and then go to the network panel, And then probably you need to perform the actions again.
There we go.
Yeah, and then you see the error message and the error network request, and then you can right-click, and then you can select override.
Right-click.
Yeah.
And then override headers.
Yeah, override headers.
There we go.
And then from here, you can see that there's a button here. You can click Add Headers, and then paste in the header name.
Just paste in what I copied from console insights?
Yes.
All right.
And then also paste in the header value.
Let me
Copy
quickly
again. Yeah.
get that as well. This one, right?
Yep. Copy.
Back to network and as well.
Paste that in. Yeah. So with this, you can try to test if this is some issues in the server. And then let's try again to see if you fix the issues.
Oh, wow. It
Cool.
actually does work.
You see? So now, as a front-end developer, you can confidently go to the back and say, hey, please help me fix this and deploy these server configurations and to add this header. Isn't this cool?
Amazing.
Cool. Give us some clap to warm the space up. Okay, cool.
But just, you know what? I mean, now you can actually select your boba tea. Which one would you go for?
I would go for, before that, yeah, just one more thing. So not only you can override the response header, you can also override the response body as well. So for example, let's say the classic roasted oolong, like the first one, you want to change the response body, you can actually right-click and override the response body as well. This way you can mark your HTTP response and mark the list of data that you have. Remember to try it out after the talk. But yeah, let's continue with the.
All right.
What's your?
So which one was your favorite again?
My favorite is the brown sugar matcha because I like green tea, like green tea-ish flavor matcha.
Amazing choice. But you know what? What would personally annoy me is the text isn't aligned with the icon.
Yeah, but that's what you create.
Yeah, but I mean, we could make it better, right?
Yeah, definitely. So
how would you do that? How would you align the text to the icon?
I will be using DevTools to do that as well, to adjust the style. But what I will do is probably I will use the inspect icon.
This one here?
Yeah. And then I'll just go to the and click that again.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, and then inspect?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't work. Have you encountered this issue before? Wherever you try to inspect a drop down, and then it just disappear. Okay, what will you do in this case?
Proxy server.
Sometimes I use the tool that you can hover permanent the element, and sometimes works. Sometimes I have to edit the styles. Put in some display, not hiding, and sometimes work. But yeah, definitely this is a headache.
Okay, cool. Any others? Any others have any others solution when you face this kind of issues? Cool. So let's talk about the reason of this issue and where you will see that. So for example, if you are using Bootstrap, like the CSS framework, or Daisy UI, they have this drop down that it's a good thing that because every time that you move the focus away from the page, it will automatically collapse the drop down. So this is a good thing. And behind the scene, actually, they are using this document.hasFocus event to detect that. Probably we can go to the console.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Open the live. Click on this one. Yeah, because this is the live expression in DevTools where you can monitor a value. So let's put in document.hasFocus. Yeah, it's a function. Let's call that. Yeah. So you can see that now when the cursor focus in DevTools, the focus is false. But if the cursor moves back to the page, and it is true. So that's why wherever you right-click inspect and the focus go to the DevTools, the page loses focus. That's why the drop-down disappear. So in this case, how can we fix that?
First of all, a question to the audience. Who has known about the live expression feature beforehand?
Yeah.
Okay, one person. Great.
Cool. Yeah. So this is a new thing you can use as well. Okay, cool. Yeah. And then, so how can we fix that?
Yeah, well, actually, we want to persist focus for this particular element, right? And I know you told me about a way yesterday. Can you remind me again?
Yeah. So in order to do that, we try to tell DevTools, like tell the whole page, wherever DevTools is in focus, doesn't matter, just flick the focus back to the page. So there is a checkbox in DevTools that we newly added closer to where you are. Is go to the Elements panel, and in the Styles tab, just click on any element.
Any element?
Any element is
All right.
fine. Yeah. And then in the Styles tab, click to the hover tab, hover
one?
button. Yeah.
Okay.
Click on it, and there is this emulate a focus
Oh,
page
amazing.
options.
Should I just turn it on?
Yeah, just turn it on. This is a global setting that persists, so you just need to turn it on one time. And then now, do the same action again. Open the drop down.
Well, I mean, first we can look at the console
Yeah,
again, right?
you can look at the console. Yeah.
Now, even if I click at the window, it only opens the Apple Dictionary, but it always remains focused.
Yeah.
It doesn't switch, no matter if I focus DevTools or the actual page.
Yeah, so with this, we
I
can
can
try to
also-
open the drop down.
Open the drop-down, go back to DevTools, click any element here, right? And what you see is the drop-down just stays open. So I can use the element selector and actually inspect the element that I wanted to inspect before it disappeared.
Yeah, so just turn on the setting, doesn't need to freeze, set timeout, remove the styles. No, doesn't need to do that, just enable
works.
that. Yeah, so yeah, cool. So now, okay, now we finally can inspect that.
Finally.
Yeah, now we can fix the alignment issues.
Yeah, right. I know I use display flex, and what I want to do is to bring the text in line with the icon. But help me out. I can't remember. Was it align items, justify items, vertical align,
Anyone can
text
help,
align?
like the CSS class to do this. Never mind. We have a new feature in DevTools. We can ask the AI to do that as well.
Yeah, right. Sounds good. I mean, just a month ago, we introduced the AI assistance panel. Is there anyone in the audience who heard about it?
Okay.
No?
Yeah. That's
Great,
why you
Oliver.
are here today. That's why you are going to look at the demo. Cool. Yeah.
All right. Then for those who haven't seen it yet, let us show it to you. So what you can do in DevTools now is just look at any element in the Elements panel and then right-click on the element. And then there is a new context item called Ask AI, which as soon as you click it, will open... Sorry, let me zoom out again. Which will open this new panel down here called AI Assistance. And what this allows you is to ask questions about the currently inspected element, which you'll also see referenced down here, right? That's the element that we're currently looking at, and ask questions about it. And those questions then get to an LLM, which has context about your currently inspected element, which is extremely helpful. So, Jess, what do you think? Should we ask AI about our element?
Yeah.
Try and make it fix it for us?
Yeah, sure. I think I will select the parent element of both the image and the text.
This one?
Probably is the div. Yeah.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
And
sounds
then
good.
probably my questions, my prompt will be, help me vertically align the text and the image.
Help me vertically align the text and the image.
Yeah.
Like so?
Yeah. Let's try.
Okay. And then we just hit send.
Yeah. You know, this is live demo and we are talking to AI. So the result, we don't know, but we have confidence.
Bear with us.
Yeah. Bear with us.
And what you'll see in the meantime is that the AI is actually going to start thinking. And you see the results of this in those thinking chips, right? So the first step that is happening is that AI is going to analyze your prompt and then thinking about subsequent steps that it needs to fulfill to actually, well, give a reasonable answer to your prompt. And you can always expand those chips to see which data has been used by the LLM to get to the answer that you get from it, and also copy it and use it in your own code to get a better understanding what AI actually made out of your prompt. And I see we actually got to an answer here. Let's check it. What it's proposing is align items was what we're looking for.
Okay. Maybe. Yeah.
But it hasn't done anything yet.
Okay. Can we ask it to fix for us? I mean, in this case, I can just also copy this line of code and then just apply this myself. But let's
it's
try.
20 to 7. I'm lazy.
Okay, yeah. Just say that help me to apply this fix. Yeah.
Well, maybe be polite, right? We try. Can you apply it for me?
Yeah. Do we need to add a please as well?
Yeah, we can. Pretty please.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, and well, what you see now is that AI is actually going to pause, because before AI is going to do any changes to your currently inspected page, it's asking you for confirmation to make sure that it's not breaking your page in an unintended way. However, that seems fairly reasonable to me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll just...
So one thing to note, is it adding JavaScript code in my into my code, or is adding CSS?
Yeah, that's a fair question. So what it actually does is it uses a hidden function behind the scenes, right? Which is called set element styles, but no need to worry about it. The thing that is actually going to be applied to your page is really only bare CSS, no
Okay.
JS.
Yeah. Then we can click continue.
Sounds good.
Yeah, yeah. You can see that the item is aligned.
Scene applause.
Yeah.
But Jess, that's now only done for one element.
Yeah, so how do we do for all the elements? Doesn't need to be lazy. I mean, like we can now. Oh, by the way, how do we know like exactly where can we track exactly like what changes have been applied to the page?
Well, I mean, you could always jump into the thinking step and then copy it out from there, right? But there's a better solution probably, especially if you had multiple conversations with the AI and it has done multiple changes to your page. Then what you can do is you can always open the changes panel. Who has heard about this one?
Do you know about the changes panel?
So many
In
new
DevTools?
panels tonight.
No?
Okay, at least
Okay.
one person again. Happy about that. Thank you. So the changes panel is another hidden one, which you can reach through the 3 dots menu down here. If you click changes, you'll get over to the changes panel, which lists exactly the changes that AI has done, always prefixed with an identifier, which is just incrementally numbered. So that was our first conversation with AI. So it's AI style change -1. As soon as we have another conversation with another change, it's going to be 2, 3, and so on. So this way you can track what happened in which conversation. And this would allow us to just copy and then, well, port it over to our project,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. So with this, I also saw like this, there are some like chips here. There are some like, yes, it's fixed. No, it's not aligned. Like what are those? Can you like...
Yeah, I mean, sometimes AI won't get it right, but we'll give you suggestions of what else to ask to really get to the result you like. And that happens down here in those suggested prompts that you can just click and then continue the conversation. However, now it's only suggesting, yes, it's fixed, which is true, but only for one element, and saying, no, it's still not aligned, which also isn't true because it actually is. But we might want to add it to all the other elements as well, right?
Yeah, sure. Probably let's just ask it to apply the same.
Let's be polite again.
Okay. I don't know how to be polite. No, just kidding. Can you apply
the same change to all elements, probably?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, right? Because it's doing changes to our page. It's asking us for confirmation. Seems safe to me.
Yeah. Let's click continue. Woohoo. Woohoo. So you can see that now everything is aligned center. Yeah. Cool. Doesn't need another clap. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, and another thing is that just now what we are showing you is that you right-click on an element and then you click Ask AI. But you know when you are hovering over it, there is like a pop-up on the side. If you see that, you can also you can also click on this shortcut, like just click and then it will open the AI assistant panel. Yeah, and so I think like it will remember the context, right? So
yeah, right. Yeah. So as long as you keep chatting in the same conversation, it will keep sticking to that element and also know about the changes that it has done so far. However, you can always scrap the conversation by clicking the trash icon and then start from scratch and selecting any new element to start a new conversation from. And also, and that's a sneak peek, we're soon going to roll out additional entry points. So that's what you're seeing here. Keep that under the wraps for a few more days. To select a conversation topic about, for example, network requests.
Okay, that's cool. But Matthias, most of the time, right, I'm using a CSS framework. Anyone using CSS framework in their work? Anyone not using? That's cool. Anyone not using CSS framework in their work?
Like Tailwind or any of that sort?
Bootstrap, yeah. So, but I use Bootstrap a lot in my work. can it work with Bootstrap?
Well, I mean, let's try, right? So, for example, I have this Bootstrap page right here. Seems very bootstrappy to me. However, there's this menu right here. Whoops, which is not working. Hold on. Let's go to this Bootstrap page instead, without the Spanish text, where the menu is opening.
Okay.
But I have a client request to put it on the other side instead.
You mean put it on the...
Yeah, right. Currently, it's opening on the right. We want to open it on the left. What do you think? Should we try to fix this with AI assistants as well?
Yeah. Then I don't need to... I can focus on others issues. Yeah, let's try.
Cool. All right. So again, what we need to do is to open the element in question. Bootstrap has a different mechanism to detect focus, right? So we don't need to do those tricks here. And that's our element in question. Jess, what would you ask to put it on the other side?
I think be polite, right? Have to be a questions,
Exactly.
right? So how can I make this Bootstrap sidebar on the left instead of on the right?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Should we try it?
Yeah. By the way, while we are waiting, right, can you talk to it in Spanish?
Actually, unfortunately, for now, not.
Yeah, so you can only use English for now, but soon we'll work on that.
Yeah, but maybe that's an interesting question for the audience. Who would be interested in chatting to an AI bot like this in Spanish rather than English?
No?
No one.
Okay.
Okay, at least one.
Okay, cool.
Well, Jess, it seems like it's again proposing a change, replacing off-canvas end with off-canvas start. That's not too bad, isn't it?
Yeah, sounds
Okay.
good. Yeah, let's continue.
Ooh, that worked.
Cool. Now it's actually know that the Bootstrap class and then move the things from the left from the right to the left,
Right.
which is cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I think the important bit with our prompt was that we prompted it to think about Bootstrap rather than using, well, just raw CSS, right? And then you also see that reflected in the thinking step, where it immediately suggests using the off-screen classes rather than raw styles.
Okay. Let's show us one more demo.
Okay. If there's time, I'm happy to. I got two more prepared. Which one are you thinking of?
Probably show me like some creative because I'm not that good on like styling.
Okay. I built this super creative site. How do you like it?
Yeah, amazing. It does its job that I can click on home, about, and
That's my
contact.
best work.
Yeah. Let's just style it a little bit, like my website on the left and then the navigation bar, maybe like some color, and on the right hand side, like a line, like straight line, something like that. Is it possible?
I mean, we can, again, use AI. And what do you think should we ask it?
Yeah. Can it be creative?
Sure.
Like I don't want to give like a maybe like can you style the navigation bar for me?
Should we maybe give it a theme?
Yeah.
Like pirates.
Okay, yeah. With pirate theme.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
We don't know what will happen. Let's see.
Okay, thinking step looks
theme.
promising.
What do you think like in a pirate theme will look like?
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah, I don't know either. Let's getting specific style for pirate theme.
There we go.
Cool.
It seems to, well, suggest a bunch of styles. Well, should we just see
Color,
what
font
happens?
size, yeah. Surprise me. Okay, pilot's supposed to be black color, right? Because all the pirate boat that we see is like black color.
It's the black pearl.
Yeah. Okay. So if you don't like, we can try to do. And is this good? Yeah, we can try to prompt.
It's okay.
It's
right?
okay. Yeah.
I mean, you see in the prompt suggestions that AI doesn't seem to be happy with the changes itself, because it's suggesting some follow-up prompts like, looks great, no, it's not working, can we make the font bigger, can you change the background image? What do you think should we ask?
Maybe like just click on one of the bubble, like just try to make the font bigger for now.
Font bigger is a famous client request, always works.
Okay. Change the logo, font size, and font size. Okay, let's click continue in this place. Okay, it's bigger now. Okay, yeah.
Well, it worked better when we tried it yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. It actually depends. So if the first time doesn't work, you just try like the same prompt or different prompt. Just change slightly about your prompt and then try again. Then you'll be surprised. Yeah. Okay. That is a good question. We actually have another demo to show you how to make things like more accessible.
I mean, that's super accessible, isn't it?
Yeah, everything is in red, is in warning theme.
Perfect to read.
Yeah. So I think in this case, we can like just ask like, just prompt like, I have a hard time reading the text.
Yeah, so it's good.
Yeah. See what it would suggest. So then it will analyze
thinking
the
music for next time. Oh, there we go. It actually detects that the color contrast between the text and the background is not sufficient. However, I think there is an easier way to find that out in DevTools, isn't there?
Yeah, so you can check the color contrast of the text like this, or if you select if you inspect the color, right? If you open the color, click on it. And then from here, you can also check the contrast ratio. For some of you, if you want to like look for like understand the contrast ratio, you can also check it from here. Yeah.
Who didn't know about this feature? Again, no one?
Okay.
All right. That's how you can check color contrast in DevTools.
Yeah. Okay. So do we still have time?
I don't think so. I think we should move to our closing remarks, probably.
Yeah.
I hope, well, we got you excited for AI assistants, and at least we're able to show you some cool things that you could do with it. However, we compiled a bunch more in a blog post, which you can find on developer.chrome.com/blog/5 cool things to do with AI assistants. Please take a photo of this if you like and check it out. And also, I highly recommend Jecelyn's famous What's New in DevTools video series, where she does an excellent job explaining all those panels and features that you might have now heard for the first time.
Yeah. One thing you need to do is that every time in DevTools, when it pops up the What's New panel, like, can you open the DevTools, like just quick one? Yeah, just.
No.
Yeah.
This one here.
Yeah. Every time when you open, it will have this, you will have this What's New panel pop up. Do not close it immediately. Just click on one of the link. And
it's
then,
important information.
Yes, and then it will go to the articles like they're telling you like a short like what are the new stuff. And actually it's translated in Spanish as well, so you can read it in Spanish. And then it will have a video to tell you like what are the new stuff as well. So just not close it every time, like every 2 times, you just click on it to learn like some of the new stuff in DevTools that you can help you shorten the time of you doing some of the debugging tasks. Cool. And also like these 5 cool that to do with the AI assistant, there is like a final challenge that Matthias built like to help you all be creative and then fix some issues. Do you want to show the site?
Yeah, sure, why not? Well, I mean, the teaser image already gives an idea, but what the demo allows you to do is you can go to chrome.dev/devtools-hanger and then click Get Started. And what you can do here is use AI assistants to fix this airplane to actually make it fly. Just click on any of the markers to get an idea of which prompts you can use to fix a particular issue on the plane, and then it will lift off for you.
Yeah, just try to play around this and with AI assistant, and then let us know what you think. All right. Yeah, with this, thank you everyone. Yeah.
Thank you so much. My question is about the performance tab. Is it already possible to request or to ask the AI things to make changes related to the performance of any web page?
This is a really good question, Matthias. Do we have AI for performance stuff yet?
Not yet.
Not yet, but is it coming soon?
It's coming soon, yeah.
Yeah.
So similar as for the network thing that you've seen briefly in the context menu, right? We're working on expanding AI assistance to more surfaces in DevTools. We're still working on bringing it to performance as well, but this needs some more time.
Yeah, but check out the recent performance panel. There's a lot of new improvement, especially for those of you who doesn't work with performance issue a lot. The panel have been like, make it slightly easier for people who doesn't have no clue, every time look at the performance data, doesn't know what to do. Now we have a sidebar, we have like a lot of new improvement to help you with finding, like identify some of the issues.
Yeah, thanks. So my question is, does this AI model in DevTools, is it aware about the visual representation of the page, basically like understanding the screenshot, or just reading the DOM?
That's an amazing question. No, it's currently not multimodal. Again, we're also thinking about doing this, right? But this would require a lot more effort, both because we would need to capture visual snippets of the page and also make sure that we capture them at the right time. And also it would require a lot more resources other than using an LLM, which we're currently using. So no, there is no visual representation that the LLM is aware of. So it's really just mostly computed styles and whatever other information that is accessible via web APIs. Because, I mean, that's what I briefly mentioned. In those thinking steps, what the LLM does, it is trying to use any web API that you might use yourself to gather as much information about the page required to solve your prompt, by currently not including any visual hints.
Okay.
Thanks. And maybe a related question. Does it also read the scripts that are loaded in the page?
If it's an inline script inside a script element, then it will take that into account. If it's an external resource, it won't for now.
I have a question. What about if you reload the page? You save your session? I saw your picture in the DevTools. That means you can save every session that you work for every page that you test?
That's, again, an excellent question because, as you've seen, we're working on providing history for the conversations that you had. And, well, AI assistance in general is an experimental feature. History in AI assistance is experimental. And again, will only come in a few more days. And it's tricky for multiple reasons, right? Because the question is, are we only showing the history for the specific origin that you have been inspecting elements on? And also what could happen is between reloads, the element that you had inspected might have vanished, right? Because you removed it or renamed it. So it's hard to keep track of the context. So currently we're omitting the context in the history entries and really just showing the conversation flow with the idea that you can still pull out code snippets out of the conversation and restart them if required, but you would need to repick the element that you need to inspect.